Hello, friends. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, what is the real price of the money you earn? Most people think they work to make a living, but what if every dollar you earn is actually paid for with a piece of your life? Imagine spending years chasing a bigger salary, buying more things and still feeling stressed, tired, and never truly free. This is the hidden trap that millions of people never see. But today, that is about to change. In this video, we are going to explore the life-changing lessons from the book, Your Money or Your Life. You will learn why money is much more than paper or numbers in your bank account, how to stop wasting your life on things that do not bring real happiness, how to take control of your spending instead of letting your spending control you, and how to build a future where money gives you freedom instead of stress. These ideas have helped countless people change the way they think about work, wealth, and life itself. So if you want to keep more of your money, make smarter financial decisions, and move closer to true financial freedom, make sure you watch this video until the very end, because each lesson builds on the last. And the final lesson could completely change the way you see your money forever. If you enjoy videos that help you become smarter with money and create a better future, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the engagement channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next powerful book summary. Now, let's begin this incredible journey. Chapter 1. The Hidden Price of Every Dollar. Have you ever thought about how much your money is really worth? Most people will quickly answer, it's worth exactly what is written on it. But the book asks a very different question. What if every dollar in your wallet is actually made from your time, your energy, and a part of your life? This simple idea changes everything. Imagine this. You wake up early every morning, fight through traffic, work under pressure all day, and return home feeling exhausted. At the end of the month, your salary arrives and it feels like a reward. But here's the interesting part. Your paycheck is not just money. It is the result of hundreds of hours that you can never get back. Every hour you spend working is a piece of your life that has been exchanged for money. Most people never think this way. They only look at the number in their bank account. They forget to ask what they had to give up to earn it. Maybe they missed time with their family. Maybe they skipped vacations. Maybe they ignored their health because they were too busy working. The hidden cost of money is often much bigger than people realize. Now picture this. Two people both buy a new smartphone. The phone costs the same for both of them, but one person earns that money after only 2 days of work. The other person needs 2 full weeks to earn the same amount. The price is the same, but the life energy they spend is completely different. This changes the way we look at every purchase. The authors explain that before buying anything, you should ask yourself one simple question. How many hours of my life did this really cost? Suddenly, a small purchase no longer feels small. A fancy dinner, expensive shoes, or the latest gadget may require many hours of hard work. When you see money as life energy, you naturally become more careful with your choices. Think about people like Warren Buffett. Even though he is one of the richest people in the world, he does not spend money just because he can. He understands the value of every dollar. His success comes not only from earning money but also from respecting it. He knows that smart financial decisions today create greater freedom tomorrow. Most people believe earning more money will solve all their problems. But something surprising happens. As income grows, spending often grows even faster. A bigger house leads to bigger bills. A more expensive car brings higher costs. Soon, people find themselves working even harder just to maintain a lifestyle they thought would make them happy. Instead of buying freedom, they buy more pressure. The first lesson of this book is simple but powerful. Stop seeing money as pieces of paper. Start seeing it as your life energy. Every dollar represents your time, your effort, and your limited hours on this earth. When you truly understand this, your financial decisions become wiser, your spending becomes more intentional, and your life begins to move in a new direction. This is where real change begins. Once you understand the true price of every dollar, you are ready to discover the next hidden trap that keeps millions of people working harder while feeling less satisfied. In the next chapter, we will uncover why earning more money does not always lead to a happier life, and how the cycle of endless consumption quietly steals both your wealth and your freedom. Chapter 2. Escape the Consumption Trap. What if the biggest reason you never feel financially free is not because you earn too little, but because you never stop wanting more? This is one of the most surprising lessons in your money or your life. Most people believe that happiness is just one purchase away. They think a bigger house, a newer car, or the latest phone will finally make them feel successful. But that feeling rarely lasts. Imagine this. You work hard for months and finally buy something you have wanted for a long time. For the first few days, you feel excited. You show it to your friends, take pictures, and enjoy every moment. But after a few weeks, it becomes normal. The excitement disappears, and your mind starts looking for the next thing to buy. Without realizing it, you enter a never-ending cycle of earning, spending, and wanting more. This is called the consumption trap. It is a system that keeps people chasing temporary happiness instead of lasting freedom. Companies spend billions of dollars every year on advertising because they understand human psychology. They know that if they can make you feel like you are missing something, you will be more likely to buy it. They don't just sell products, they sell dreams, status, and the promise of a better life. Think about it. Have you ever bought something because everyone else had it? Maybe it was a new phone, fashionable clothes, or an expensive watch. At that moment it felt important, but after some time it became just another object. The real problem was never the product. The problem was believing that buying more would make life more meaningful. Now consider two neighbors. One earns a very high salary, but spends almost everything every month trying to keep up with an expensive lifestyle. The other earns less, but spends wisely, saves regularly, and avoids buying things just to impress others. From the outside, the first person may look richer, but in reality the second person has more financial peace because they are building freedom instead of appearances. This idea can also be seen in the lives of many successful people. Warren Buffett is one of the wealthiest investors in history, yet he has lived in the same house for decades. He does not chase luxury to prove his success. He understands that real wealth is not about showing people what you own. It is about having the freedom to live life on your own terms. The book encourages you to pause before every purchase and ask a simple question. Will this item add real value to my life, or am I buying it only because of emotion, habit, or social pressure? That one question can save you thousands of dollars over time. More importantly, it helps you protect your life energy from being wasted on things that do not truly matter. The goal is not to stop enjoying life or never buy anything nice. The goal is to spend with intention. When every purchase matches your values instead of your impulses, money becomes a tool instead of a master. You begin to feel more satisfied, not because you own more things, but because you finally control your choices. This changes everything. Once you escape the consumption trap, you stop working only to pay for yesterday's purchases. Instead, you start creating a future where every dollar has a purpose. In the next chapter, you will discover how to make your money work for you, so that every smart decision brings you one step closer to true financial freedom. Chapter 3. Make every dollar work for your freedom. What if your money could start working harder than you do? It may sound impossible at first, but this is the turning point in your money or your life. Most people spend their entire lives working for money. They wake up early, work long hours, and wait for the next paycheck. But the book teaches a completely different way of thinking. Instead of working harder every year, learn how to make every dollar work toward your freedom. Imagine this. Two friends earn the same salary every month. The first person spends almost everything as soon as the paycheck arrives. By the end of the month, there is very little left, and the cycle starts again. The second person also enjoys life, but sets aside a small part of every paycheck before spending anything else. Month after month, those savings begin to grow. At first, the difference is small, but after a few years, their lives look completely different. Here's the interesting part. Financial freedom is not created by one big decision. It is built through hundreds of small, smart choices made every single day. Skipping one unnecessary purchase may not seem important. Saving a little each month may not feel exciting, but over time, these simple habits become powerful. Think about planting a tree. On the first day, it is only a tiny seed. You cannot sit under its shade or enjoy its fruit. But if you water it regularly and give it time to grow, it becomes stronger every year. Money works in a very similar way. Every dollar you save and invest today is like planting a seed that can grow into future freedom. Many successful investors understand this lesson. Warren Buffett did not become wealthy by trying to get rich overnight. He believed in patience, consistency, and letting his investments grow over many years. While many people search for quick profits, he focused on making smart decisions again and again. His success reminds us that time is one of the greatest tools for building wealth. The authors explain that every dollar has a job. If you spend it carelessly, it disappears forever. But if you save or invest it wisely, it can produce more dollars in the future. This simple shift in thinking changes your relationship with money. Instead of asking, "What can I buy today?" you begin asking, "How can this money create a better tomorrow?" Picture this. Every month, instead of buying things that quickly lose value, you invest a portion of your income. Year after year, your money slowly grows. Eventually, that money begins earning more money through interest, investments, or other income sources. Now you are no longer depending only on your paycheck. Your money has become your partner instead of just your reward for working. This does not mean you must stop enjoying life. The goal is balance. Spend on the things that truly matter to you, but avoid wasting your life energy on purchases that bring only temporary happiness. Every smart financial decision moves you one step closer to a life where you have more choices, less stress, and greater peace of mind. By now, you have learned that your money represents your life energy and that endless consumption keeps many people trapped. The next and final chapter brings these ideas together and reveals the ultimate goal of the journey, building a life where work becomes a choice, not a necessity, and where financial independence gives you the freedom to live life on your own terms. Chapter 4. Build a life where work becomes a choice. What would your life look like if you never had to worry about money again? Imagine waking up every morning and choosing how to spend your day, not because you have to work, but because you want to. For many people, this sounds like an impossible dream, but your money or your life teaches that financial independence is not about becoming unbelievably rich. It is about reaching a point where your money supports your life instead of controlling it. Think about it. Most people spend the best years of their lives chasing a bigger paycheck. They believe that one more promotion, one more raise, or one more bonus will finally bring happiness. But something surprising happens. As their income grows, so do their expenses. They buy a bigger house, a more expensive car, and a lifestyle that requires even more money to maintain. Instead of feeling free, they become trapped in a cycle where they must keep working just to pay their bills. Now imagine another person. This person lives below their means, spends with purpose, saves consistently, and invests patiently. They do not try to impress others with expensive things. Instead, they focus on building freedom. Year after year, their investments grow, and their financial stress becomes smaller. One day, they realize something incredible. Their money is producing enough income to cover their basic needs. At that moment, work is no longer a necessity. It becomes a choice. This is the true meaning of financial independence. It does not mean you stop working forever. Many financially independent people continue to work because they enjoy creating, helping others, or following their passion. The difference is that they are no longer forced to work just to survive. They have gained the most valuable gift of all, control over their own time. Imagine this. You have enough freedom to spend more time with your family, travel to places you have always wanted to see, learn new skills, start a business, or support causes you truly care about. Money is no longer the center of your life. It becomes a tool that helps you build the life you really want. This lesson can be seen in many successful people. Bill Gates reached a point where he no longer needed to work for money. Instead, he chose to dedicate much of his time and wealth to improving global health and education through philanthropy. His purpose became greater than earning another dollar. Financial freedom gave him the ability to focus on making a difference. The authors remind us that the journey to financial independence begins with simple daily decisions. Spend less than you earn, save consistently, invest wisely, Avoid unnecessary debt. Most importantly, remember that your time is more valuable than any possession you can buy. Every financial decision should bring you closer to the life you truly want, not further away from it. As we reach the end of this book, one message stands above all others. Your money is not your life. Your time, your energy, your relationships, and your purpose are your real wealth. Money is simply a tool that can protect those things if you use it wisely. When you stop chasing endless consumption and start making intentional choices, you gain something far more valuable than riches. You gain freedom. So, ask yourself one final question. Are you working only to earn money, or are you using money to build the life you truly deserve? The answer to that question can change your future. Start today. Make one better financial decision at a time, and remember that every small step brings you closer to a life filled with freedom, purpose, and peace.